Have you noticed this? You open Claude, do a few tasks, and your limit is already gone. Yeah, this happens a lot. And honestly, it feels unfair. You barely get anything done, but your credits drop fast. But here's the thing, the problem isn't your work. It's how you're using Claude. You don't need to use it less, you just need to use it smarter. So in this video, I'll show you 12 simple tips to save time and credits. Now this part matters. Most people think Claude only uses credits when they send a prompt, but that's not true. Claude already uses credits before your task even starts. If you're using Claude Cowork, which is the version that can read files, use tools, and connect to apps, it loads a lot in the background. Things like memory, files, tools, and connections all get pulled in first, and that adds up fast. So the goal is simple: cut the waste early. To begin with, you should use the right model. Haiku 4.5 for quick tasks, Sonnet 4.6 for daily work, Opus 4.7 only when things get complex. Using a powerful model for simple tasks is one of the fastest ways to burn credits. Now, tip 2, and this one is important. Claude charges very differently for input and output. Input, what you send, is cheap. Output, what Claude writes back, is much more expensive. For example, input can cost around $3 per million tokens. Output can cost around $15 per million tokens. That's about 5 times more. So when Claude gives you a long answer, that's where your credits disappear. The fix is simple. Don't just ask a question. Control the length. Instead of saying, explain how context windows work, say, explain how context windows work in under 5 sentences. Same answer, much cheaper. Now, tip 3. Trim your CLAUDE.md file. CLAUDE.md is like your default instruction file. It tells Claude who you are, how you write, and how you work. The important part is this: Claude reads this file at the start of every session. So if it's long, you're paying for it every time. Keep it short. Only include things that are always needed: your role, your tone, and your basic rules. Tip 4. Move heavy instructions into skills. Skills are like small, reusable instruction blocks. Each one is designed for a specific task. For example, you can have one skill for writing, one for research, and one for outreach. The key difference is this: skills only load when you actually use them. So instead of loading everything every time, Claude only loads what's needed. That keeps your sessions lighter and cheaper. If this is useful so far, comment AI Fire below. I'll send you our full checklist with all 12 tips. Tip 5. Use projects. Projects help you organize your work into separate spaces. Each project holds its own files, memory, and context. So instead of mixing everything together, you keep things focused. For example, one project for content, one for client work, and one for personal tasks. This way, Claude doesn't carry extra information that isn't relevant. Tip 6. One task per session. Every time you send a new message, Claude goes back and reads the whole conversation again. So the longer your chat gets, the more it costs. That's why one task per session works best. Finish your task, then start a new chat. Tip 7. Connector audit. Connectors are integrations like Google Drive, Gmail, or other apps Claude can access. They are useful, but only if you actually use them. If you have connectors that you don't use regularly, remove them. They can add extra context and make your sessions heavier. Tip 8. Plugin cleanup. Plugins are additional tools or tool packs inside Claude. Just like connectors, they can overlap or sit there unused. If you're not using them, remove them. Also avoid having multiple plugins that do the same thing. Keep your setup clean and focused. Tip 9. Clean your memory. Claude can store memory inside projects. This includes preferences, rules, and past instructions. Over time, this builds up. Old memory still gets loaded, even if it's no longer useful. So review it regularly. Delete what you don't need. Keep only what still helps. Tip 10. Use scheduled tasks. Scheduled tasks are automated jobs that run at a set time. The benefit is they start fresh every time. No long conversation history, no extra build-up. This makes them one of the most efficient ways to run repeat work. Tip 11. Set a usage buffer. This is like a backup. If your usage limit runs out, your tasks won't suddenly stop. This is especially useful if you're running important workflows or automations. Tip 12. Avoid peak hours. Peak hours are typically weekdays from around 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's when most users are active. During that time, the system is under more load and limits can feel tighter. If possible, run heavy tasks outside those hours. Late at night, early morning, or weekends usually work better. Here's what really makes the difference. Small changes in how you set things up can completely change how long your credits last. Cleaner sessions, shorter answers, and better structure go a long way. You end up getting more done without changing your plan. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to AI Fire. I'll be sharing more practical AI workflows like this. Thanks for watching.